Welcome back to Elevate. I'm Dustin Schreiber. Today is a normal show. We're back on schedule. And don't mind the couch in the background because that's what happens when you film in an apartment and you're still trying to make it. And Warner Brothers hasn't given you a call yet and they're not like, hey, yo, Dustin, your show's really awkward, but it's really awesome. We think you'd be great. You should come on a lot and film. I guess it just doesn't work that way. I haven't gotten my deal yet. I would like to do a show with everybody, you know? It'd be great. All the fans would love me. Ellen would attend my show maybe because I'm on the same lot as her. Or probably vice versa. I'll probably attend her show, but you can dream big. It's okay. Anyway, today there will be tips and challenges. They are back. And today's going to be really fun because we're going to find out why I'm awkward. Because we're going to do the top 5 awkward moments of my life. I expose a lot on this channel. What do I do to myself? Welcome back to Elevate. I never had really a nice lady at a bar or a club or anywhere really, not just at a place like that, like a grocery store I heard is a good place, you know, to find somebody. You see their lifestyle and what they eat and how they take care of themselves. I don't know. I've heard that, you know, somewhere in the news somewhere. No, but like, what do I say? Like, sometimes I'm just like lost for words and then I don't have enough confidence, you know, to really approach somebody. I'm like, oh, like, does she like me? I'm not questioning it. Like, my friends back home will tell you I'm really oblivious when it comes to like if a girl's into me. I won't actually notice it. Like I can notice any of my friends, like if a girl's into them, I can be like, yo, like that girl's into you, you should go try to talk to her. Or a guy, like if I'm hanging out with like a friend as a girl, I'll be like, oh, like, that guy likes you, like you should go, you know, talk to him and try to give them confidence. But I never notice for myself. I just notice that. I never do. I'll be like, oh, like she really was into me. I had no idea. I've had a lot of my friends be like, oh, like that girl was into you, should have approached her. And I was like, oh, I never knew. I didn't notice. It's really bad. Really bad. Also, like, I gave myself a new nickname. You know when like people relate their nicknames to like 2 Chainz? You know, like when Fatty Wap comes on the rail and like names Tamara like 2 kids. Or like when you're at a bar, like with your friends and they're like, oh, 2 Chainz. I do this to my brother all the time. But I only have one, but you get the point. I'm gonna nickname myself No Games. Ooh, that's a merchandise idea. No Games. The guys with no confidence. Ooh. Sometimes come up with like $1 million ideas here on Elevate. You gotta support the awkward community. If I'm gonna be a part of it, I'm gonna support the awkward community and the people who, you know, have trouble carrying a conversation, who are socially awkward, like me. So, ooh, I should put that t-shirt out. I mentioned on my episode before, if you've paid attention, I know it can be easy to fall asleep watching these videos, you know. Please don't tell me you actually do. That would hurt my feelings. No, really, that's not a good way to plug your channel. Shouldn't say that. Maybe that's why I haven't made it to Warner Brothers yet, because I advertise falling asleep during my show. No, anyway, we were here in Los Angeles, and there's this local bar we like to go to. We don't go there, you know, as often. We like to venture out, because the club scene is crazy here in LA, if you don't know, so venture into different clubs. But if you don't know me, and you don't know the point of this channel, I'm socially awkward, and I don't like change, so I'm comfortable going to the same places, so we go to this local bar sometimes that I'm really comfortable with. And I've always told my brother I'm going to be that celebrity when I make it that's still partying at a local bar, because that's just me. I don't need to go to a big club. No, we'll, you know, make that decision when we get there. But my brother and I were, you know, trying to make some friends here in Los Angeles, and we were talking to this girl and her 2 friends. I think it was 2 girls and 1 guy, if I remember right. And, you know, we were vibing, and when you're turned, you think you can dance, and you're having a good time. And your mind tells you, you know, things when you're turned that you would never do sober. So, like, you know, especially dancing, you think you're like the best dancer. You're like Michael Jackson or Jason Derulo getting those, you know, steps down. Really not. But anyway, so, you know, I only have like the white man 2 steps. That's how, you know, I was vibing to it. And like, we were kidding around and it came up and I was like, oh, I can't dance. And I was kidding around. And she goes, yeah. She's like, you can't. And I was like, she's like, you really can't, is what she said. You know, sorry, misquoted her. And I was like, I just stood there, like, I didn't know how to take it. I was like, you know, is she trying to make conversation or is she being serious? Because if she's trying to make conversation, have a good time, like, I'm down for it because I'm awkward, so I would flirt in an awkward way. But if she's not trying to make conversation, she's serious, I don't want to talk to her and be her friend if she is already ragging on me the first time I meet her. It hurts your ego. Like, don't you understand, ladies? Men have egos. Don't you say that all the time? Like, oh, like, if men could deal with their egos, like, Don't hurt their feelings. It's not going to get anywhere. Have I always been artsy? Like, have I always liked to create and look at things in that type of way? And, have an imaginative type of mind? And the answer is yes. And the facts prove it since a young age. When kids, and any kids like this, I wouldn't say I was a bad child. I would say I was a pretty good child. I'm awesome. No, but I would say I was a pretty decent child. But every kid likes to adventure and get into stuff that they're not supposed to. Like, come on, we all know that. It happens. So I was about 2 or 3 years old, and I guess my mom, stepped out of the room for a quick second. And, my brother and I, we're always up to something, we're always up to no good. And sometimes my parents will say that, they'll be like, oh, you're up to no good. And we're like, we're not even doing anything. But anyway, no, but this time they were right. And we really couldn't talk back because, we're 2 or 3 years old. We can't be like, because we don't know that many words yet. We don't know that much vocabulary. So my mom left the room for a quick second, and we found her lip gloss, and we started drawing a picture. Oh, sorry, Mom. What do we do on this channel? Oh, man. No wonder my channel's awkward. But anyway, we started drawing a picture on her floor on the carpet, and it probably looked like some Mona Lisa shit or something, because this guy is awesome, and his mind is creative, and he's gonna create the Mona Lisa or something like the Mona Lisa, obviously. So it was probably some real artsy stuff, and honestly I couldn't tell you what it was, but yeah. So we drew a whole picture, me and my brother, on the carpet in my mom's room, and yeah, I felt really bad. Well, my 2 or 3 year old self probably didn't feel that bad, but my 22-year-old self does, because I cost my mom some money. They had to clean the carpets. Phone died when I was heading up to St. Bonaventure. I was playing music, and the GPS, and that wasn't smart. A lot of battery for a 5.5 hour drive. Sometimes I don't think. I'm sorry. And yeah, so my phone dies. I'm in the middle of the woods, and if you've ever headed to St. Bonaventure, the second half is all mountains and all woods. So yeah, I was in the middle of the woods, and I didn't know where to stop, and I was like, I'm lost. I'm still an hour away. I really didn't know where I was, because of course the GPS took me a different route than normal. So yeah. So I walk into a local bar in the middle of the woods. Keep in mind, how small town bars are. They can be, adventurous is the word we'll use. And so I walk into the bar, and there's these 3 hillbillies, and I'm socially awkward as they come. So I'm just standing there, and they stare at me, and it's like 5 to 10 seconds. And then one guy finally goes, oh, can we help you? And I'm like, oh, Jesus. And I didn't know what to say. I was like, I'm lost. I was like, I'm trying to get to St. Bonaventure, and I was hoping they knew where it was. And they're like, yeah, they're like, we know where it is. They're like, you take a left up there at the dead end, and you're like, take another left at the next dead end. He's like, you can't drive past it, it's a dead end. And I was like, oh, wow, self-explanatory, but you didn't have to say that. And so he's like, yeah, you keep taking, and I was like, oh, he keeps saying you're taking lefts. I thought he was talking about NASCAR or something. I was like, oh, he's fucking with me, because, he's like, you take a left up here, left up there, and, you'll be done lap number 1. And I'm like, oh, God, no. But luckily he wasn't lying to me. He, thank God for those people. They were really nice people, nothing against them. Super nice people, and they got me to St. Bonaventure. And yeah, so that was a scary moment. Also, I get there, and my phone's dead, so I drive to Walmart, and I had to put my phone on, I had to buy a phone charger because I forgot my phone charger. Whew, I'm really smart. Yes, I forgot my phone charger, so I couldn't even text my friend that I was there, so he probably thought I was lost. And so I texted him, I was like, my phone died, sorry, come meet me at the Walmart. And I'm standing in Subway, not ordering anything. Yeah, it was a mess. This is like a 2.5 minute version of the story, but it was a mess, Could you imagine just standing in Subway, not ordering anything, and everyone's looking at you? This one easily takes the cake as my most embarrassing or awkward, however you want to label it, moment in my life. I'm going to say #college, and I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I don't remember all of this night, so if the facts are a little off and my friends are watching the video, I apologize, because I'm trying to make the best, picture of what happened that night, but sometimes you drink too much. So we like to have a good time in college. The early 20s is about finding yourself and having a good time and creating memories, and I created some of the best memories with my Bona fam, shout them out. And we were drinking one night, and they probably already know, if they're watching this video, they probably already know what night I'm talking about. We were drinking one night, and, well, we drank multiple nights. But we were drinking this one night, and I didn't realize how drunk I was. And at the time, so I just kept drinking. I was having a good time. We were playing Pong, and all my bonding family would tell you I'm a champion at Pong. I'll kill everybody on the table. I'm like Steph Curry. They're probably like, who is this kid? No. But anyway, I think I'm pretty good at Pong. But anyway, so we were playing Pong. We were having a good time. I didn't realize how drunk I was. And we went to some of my friends, someone she knew had a house party like right next to us. It was like a little apartment party, so it wasn't anything too big. And we were gonna go there first, and then we were gonna go into town after that. Needless to say, I didn't make it into town. But we were gonna go into town after that, but we went to this apartment party. And I remember when I was there, I remember like the room became really blurry, you know, when you're drunk. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Mom and Dad, I can't do this. Oh, goodness. Mom and Dad's gonna kill me. They paid college for this. Oh, anyway, let's get back into the story. So I'm gonna try my best to tell this. So I was, we were at an apartment party, and like I said, I remember like I couldn't really see anything. I was just kind of walking, and because you know when your vision gets all blurry and you start to lose track. And I remember talking to this girl, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know. I couldn't tell you today what she looked like. I couldn't tell you if she looked like Beyonce or if she looked like a tree monster, and I'm quoting Lonnie Love on that. You know when Lonnie says on the rail all the time, like, oh, you don't want them to look like a tree monster? I just listened to my inspirations, okay? So I couldn't tell you what end of the scale she was on. I could not tell you what she looked like. And so I was talking to her, and I guess I don't remember the conversation at all. And I had water at this point, so I was responsible. And I spilled it on her when I was talking to her. Is that embarrassing? Like, directly on the chest. She probably thought I was, like, you know, trying to, like, start a wet t-shirt contest or something. And I wasn't. I was just too drunk. I couldn't hang in my water. It was one of those things that I looked at, oh, my God, can't. What do I do to myself on this channel? Oh, my God. Just kill me now. No, so she probably thought it was a lot worse than it came off, but I think she knew, and I think my friend explained, he's like, oh, like, he's really drunk. He's not with it, but sometimes it's just, you know, you can't explain. You dig a deeper hole when you start explaining. So I hope my friend didn't explain too much. But yeah, it just was really bad. Spilled a drink on her, and that's why I'm still single. No, I'm kidding. And then the night gets worse. So I was, or more awkward. I don't know if you say worse. So I was, this is one of my best friends in college. And you know when you have guy talk, and I'm not gonna put the full guy talk on air. That's like against guy code. But you know, we all know like guys talk to their guy friends, oh, like that girl's hot, or I really like this girl, whatever you want to classify it as. And we always had conversations about some girls, and I was drunk, and you know when you're drunk you say things that you don't mean. So he was talking to this girl, and they were good friends. I'm not gonna say like, you know, they wanted to date or whatever. They were really good friends though. And it slipped, and I was like, I told the girl, because I knew her too. Because like we hung around her all the time, so I knew both of them. So it wasn't like, you know, I didn't know her. But I told her, I was like, oh, like, he's really in love with you. And luckily, thankfully, they both have great personalities, and they knew I was super drunk and an idiot, so they took it very well. They were kidding around, and she was like, she knew I was drunk, so she was messing with me, and she's like, oh, really? And like stuff like that. And she's like, I didn't know that, and like she was messing with me. And she kept like carrying it on purpose, and I was the idiot that wasn't getting it. And I was like, oh yeah, like he is. And then like the next morning I realized like, oh, she was messing with me, but you know, that goes there. So yeah, so that happened, and he took it really well too. He's still one of my best friends to this day. So yeah, that was part of that night. So yeah, and then also I ended up on the side of the building, of my building I lived in. And luckily for my friend who was in MERT, he, I guess you want to say rescued me. He kicked me in the ribs really hard, but I didn't feel it. He asked me the next morning if my ribs hurt, and I was like, I have no idea. And I was like, no, I feel good. He's like, oh, yeah, I kicked you really hard. And like, you know when like RAs on campus and they're walking around, they're like, oh, is he okay? So I'm like laying on the side of the building like a drunk idiot. And yeah, story time, isn't it great? No, I'm like laying on the side of the building like a drunk idiot. And they're like, oh, he's okay. My MERT friend knew them, and my other friend was an RA, so he knew, he was a former RA, he lived with us at that time, so he knew them too, so they got me off. Luckily, I guess it's who you know in this world. As always, thank you for watching Elevate. We're here every Tuesday. Make sure to subscribe down below. Click that bell, get some notifications, do whatever you want to. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your family to subscribe. I'll talk to millennials here so they understand me. Tell your IG followers to subscribe. Tell some strangers to subscribe. Just make sure they're nice, because we don't advertise stranger danger on here. So make sure they have a nice presence and, a really calming aura. And then you can be like, yo, this guy's channel's awesome. He should be on Warner Brothers. Ellen should come watch his show, because that's the dream. We want to be on Warner Brothers, and we want to have Ellen attend a show. And that would be amazing if that happened, because, we're living big dreams. So Warner Brothers, call your boy. I'm ready to, start filming whenever you are. Anyway, today we're going to keep closing time the same. We're always going to give an inspirational tweet. We like to inspire here on Elevate, and, that's what we try to do. So anyway, today's tweet is from Tory Lanez. He's an R&B artist slash, rapper. He's one of my favorite in the game. And it's really simple, but, really empowering. Believe in yourself, you can do it. I was like, do we need to say more? I don't even have to explain this too much, And it really relates to me here in LA, because LA can be tough dealing with anxiety, dealing with depression, dealing with addiction, thoughts running through your mind. You gotta believe in yourself. I have to believe in this show and really think you can make it. I can believe in my podcast and really think you can make it. Any other project I want to do, like my comedy I talked about last week, writing an EP. If you don't believe in yourself, it's not going to go anywhere. It has to start with yourself, and that's when other people start believing. So, facts. That's easy enough. Simple tweet, but very empowering and very relatable to me here in LA. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday. I'm a weightless.